What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome to season 2 of Moments of Clarity. It's Tejal here. It's 6:02. Y'all already know how I do. You gotta give me grace. Give me like 2 extra minutes to get my life together. What's up, everybody? Hey. Hey, it's Wednesday. Oh, what's up, Peanut? Hey, Ashley. Hey, friends. Yes, y'all. Hey, and welcome to Moments of Clarity season 2. I'm so excited about this season, and I'm nervous. I ain't gonna lie. What's up, cuz? Hey, y'all. Let me tell y'all why I'm nervous. I feel like God has really called me to share my story. Hey, baby. And I don't know. I just feel like I just want it to be received. I don't want to be like this goody two shoes, but I definitely want to do what God is telling me to do, and that's just to share my story. Y'all know it's been a minute since I've been on camera. I've been in the cut, taking care of my family, working, and so yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. So first, I just want to acknowledge, I was listening to this interview today, and I think it was Toni Morrison. One of y'all shared this live, but it was like, make sure you take your ancestors in the room with you wherever you are, so that you can like really show up as yourself and have that support. Now, I know I got y'all. What's up? But I just want to give a shout out to Mama, is what they call my biological grandma. I never met her. I don't think she knew about me, but I be feeling her spirit, and I know she got my back. So I am calling on her to just give me the courage to say what's on my heart, because she ain't play from the stories that I heard. I want to give a shout out to my auntie Ann, who was, and this is my aunt was petty, but I love that about her. And so that was just only one of her characteristics. But I want to bring that. I want to bring a little pettiness to this conversation. Lord, if that's what you want me to do, let me do that. So shout out to my auntie and my cousin Mickey, who was just so welcoming and just really loving. I want to bring that energy here. I'm already, loving and welcoming. But I just want to bring my cousin Mickey's energy here just to really make sure that we, that I'm thinking of everybody and being considerate. My cousin Mickey was so considerate. He used to play with me, and he was my oldest cousin. So when I was 2, he was 12, just always thinking about me. When the big cousins went off, he would play with all of us. And y'all know it'd be some really creepy stuff going on in family sometimes, but my cousin Mickey was never on nothing. He was really truly a big cousin. So yeah, I'm bringing Mickey to this conversation. And my grandma Aggie, she is my great grandma actually, and she was just really dope. Oh, you about to make me cry. It was really cool. My grandma Aggie, just her strength. It takes a lot to be the roots of a family. She's the oldest grandparent that I got to meet, and so just bringing her legacy here and just really carrying it as much as I can. So yeah, y'all, what's up to Moments of Clarity season 2? We're gonna get right into it. Last year, for those of you guys who don't know, I started an IG live series, Moments of Clarity, and it was really coming from a space where I was feeling misunderstood, where I was feeling like, hey y'all, what's up? Hey, I would wave, but I'm all it's a Zoom, so I'm closer than I appear, you feel me? But hey y'all, but yeah, so last year I started Moments of Clarity, and I just felt really misunderstood, so I wanted to put my story out there for people to have access to it, and kind of see why I thought how I thought. I feel like I get a lot, we all do, a lot of people just misinterpret us, and I felt like I was at my boiling point. I want to be one of those people that don't care and that are just really cool and don't care about that stuff. But I really did. And I say did because you guys will see in this season there's been a whole transformation from last season to the next. So the goal of my entire life, the goal of this series, is to really give everybody and myself the space to connect and collaborate and to share you know, oh, I'm excited, y'all. It's deep in here. Hey, we like Coke Music. Shout out if you remember Coke Music or WB Kids, you know, those chat rooms where we wasn't supposed to be in, but we was in anyway. But yeah, so last year, you know, I got everything out that I wanted to. I talked about being adopted and like its effects on me. I talked about motherhood. I talked about friendships and my perspective. I talked about my love life a little bit. You know, I ain't gonna tell y'all everything, but y'all got to hear a little bit of something. And at the end, I was exhausted. Like by episode 7, we did 10 episodes. By episode 7, I was exhausted. If you go back, you can see like I cut my hair. So 1 through 9, my hair was like dripping. And then episode 10, I had like chopped it off all the way up here. And I felt like I didn't even pair the two. I just felt like my body, my soul was just ready to let go a lot of weight. And it kind of manifested physically in me cutting off my hair. So it was real cool. I will say I learned a lot, and you guys are going to see this season I'm bringing in community to share their experiences, because like always, you cannot do things by yourself. It's a lot harder. And so yeah, community is with me. I have special guests for every episode. I'll announce those tonight. I'm kind of like not a procrastinator, just like a flower. You know what I'm saying? I be flowing. You feel me? And all my friends be flowing, so it works out. But I'll have a list of everyone who is joining tonight. So stay tuned. And also, I'm giving away a free Moments of Clarity mug. I don't have mine on me right now, but I'm going to bring on one of my friends who does have theirs. And oh, what's up? Hey, Dorje. It's good to see you. Man, I miss being styled by you. But yeah, so I'm giving away a free mug. You guys have an opportunity to win it. And yeah. So, what's new, might you ask? So, number 1, we're being intentional this season. We have guests, and you know, I mean, we were intentional last season to the best of my abilities, but this season we're really like, you see, I got my set. I'm like getting glammed up. I'm not playing. I'm treating this baby like it's like I have 100,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? I just really want to step into my bag as like a journalist, a media personality, and I'm not playing no more games. Like, I'm not half-assing this. This is my passion, this is my gift, and this is my purpose. So I'm gonna show up that way. Oh yeah, intentionality. You guys see my like little my cue cards, because I definitely want to have notes every single time. What up, y'all? What's up? Oh, yes. Okay. The other thing is we have merch this season. So I'm sure you guys have seen the shirts. They look nice. We have coffee mugs or tea mugs, whichever one you want to put in it. We got all of that. The setup and, you know, a new look. Last season, Moments of Clarity, I felt like it was cool, but this like represents me. I'm very simple, very straight to the point, and very just like a deep breath of fresh air. And I feel like this branding matches me and who I am. Just like, that's what I'm saying. And y'all, if you want to join me, I am doing a fast. I am fasting from alcohol, amongst some other things, in an effort to really gain clarity. So I'm calling it the Clarity Fast. If you're interested, I just invite you guys to, you know, choose one thing to fast from. Okay, cool. And put it in the comments what y'all gonna fast from. If y'all do fast from something, what are you fasting from if you're already fasting? And also tell me what you're excited about for this season. Drop it in the comments below. And we'll get started. So the last thing is, before we get into the topic, I know you guys saw was control. But the format basically is gonna be, I'm gonna talk for the first 10 minutes. The fast is for the whole season, Ashley. So it ends, I think, March 15th. I have to double check the date, but it ends in March. You could do a week. You could do whatever feels good to you. I would say at least a week. If I had to give any recommendations, do your fast for at least a week. Okay, but the format of the show is like me talking for 10 minutes because I don't want to get on here and preach. I'm not a preacher. I'll bring on a guest and we'll do our thing and talk and invite people to talk. This is a community conversation, so I'm not just going to be talking to everybody. We'll all get our chance to just like interact. And then, yeah, we're just going to have a good time. Also, last season I was drinking in almost every episode, I think, or a lot of the episodes. And I think that really spoke to where I was. Like, I was just like in a place of like, I don't know, I just needed to drink and release. And I don't know, I'm just really excited to be who I am today. So, I'm gonna keep it black. Oh wait, I can't steal that. Damn, that's deep. Okay, so this episode I want to talk about control. And I want us to all, you know, really gauge and really, you know, have a conversation. Last year, at the end of the year, I thought to myself, like, damn, what's like a constant thing that came up for me this year? What's something that, you know, I need to work on or that I see improvement for myself? And the thing that came up for me was control. What's up, Dorian? What's up, Bax? I'm currently doing the Daniel fast, basically all things clean eating. That's what's up, Mo. I love that. I've never done the Daniel fast, but I know a lot of churches do it. And it's something that I've always been interested in. But yeah, okay, I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stay focused and like do a format. But so control came up for me because I'm always trying to control stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to control people's reactions or control how people treat me or control things that are out of my control. And so last year, towards the end of the year, I really took the time to like really sit in that. Like, why am I so controlling? Where does that come from? You know, and ultimately it is to keep me safe. Like, you know, I feel like I've been hurt a lot growing up. I've been treated a certain way. And so I think I've like just gotten to this thing of like trying to control people, trying to control things that I really can't control. And yes, the year of surrendering. And so I'm going to say that I would like to surrender, but I kind of just like, I redirected my control. I'm like, I feel like I've always surrendered to God and just like his will for me. But like, I'm like, okay, I have to control something. Like, I have to feel and control what is healthy for me to control. And so that's where my habit of like, I started looking like, okay, I'm working out. I can control if I get up and go to the gym. You know, I can control if I stay consistent when I'm at the gym. Like, when I go to the gym, it doesn't stop there. It goes and goes, you know. If I push through all 3 sets, I can control that. And so I started trying to find healthy ways to control my life instead of trying to control people, which I think is working out. I don't know, Jamal gonna be on live next week, so he gonna tell y'all the truth. But yeah, and so control was just really important for me. I do want to bring someone on to kind of talk about their experience with control and like, how are you feeling about control? Are you someone to surrender? Ro, you just got hype about surrendering. Do you want to come on and talk about that? If you want to join, just, you know, plop below. Hey, everybody that just joined. So yeah, control. And the song that keeps coming to mind is like Janet Jackson's Control. At first, I was like trying to match this segment up with SZA Control and that album, but I'm like, Janet Jackson is coming to mind. Like, when she came out with Control, she was like really fed up with just like, I just saw the Jackson 5 movie the other day for like the 100th time, but just like watching how Joe was and then hearing her stories and watching the documentary, like she was fed up and she was ready to take control of her life. And one thing that I didn't have control over, like I said, was people. So I would go out into the community, I would be around people and they would treat me a certain way or, you know, look at me a certain way. And I would always try to control how they acted towards me. But you can't control people, you know. A lot of times they already have their perception about you, or they already have this idea of how they want to treat you. And so once I realized, which is still a work in progress, but once I realized like I can't control people, I can control whether I come around, I can control whether I engage with you, you know, then life really kind of got a little less stressful for me. Yeah. Oh my God, babe, we're here. But okay, so let's see who's in here. Oh, great way to redirect. What's up, Pre? What's up, Real Dumper Dummy? Does anyone want to come on to talk about their experience with control? Don't leave me hanging. But my honey says, one thing that you can always control is your response to life and how you show up in various situations. You are never powerless. And I love that. I want to give a huge shout out to Darshil. Okay, Pri, I'm about to invite you. I want to give a huge shout out to Darshil because it was either last year or the year before. Darshil and I were talking, and I just really had this victim mentality of like, oh my God, it's happening to me and me, and why is this person doing this to me, or why are they treating me like this, and da da da. And she said it really nicely. She was like, you have to really figure out your power. Where is your power in these situations? How can you just grab hold of your power? Oh my gosh, Pri. Oh my gosh. How can you just get your power and exert it and just live in your power? And so I thought that was really dope because, that was just real. Where am I powerful? Where does my power lie? It doesn't lie with my 5-year-old because Luke is going to do whatever he wants to do. But I just kind of guide him and let him know when his actions aren't right. I can't control Luke, but I can guide him. My power is in my reactions. So if someone isn't treating me, like I said earlier, the way that I want to be treated, or the way that I express that I want to be treated, I don't have to come around. You don't have to stand for that. And I don't know, what kind of power do you guys have for yourself? Where does your power show up for you? Or is this message resonating? Is there spaces where you want to control, where you had to learn that you couldn't control? Ashley, what's up? Come on, let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Scott, my past therapist. I gotta get back into therapy, but girl, I ain't been to therapy since you, so just know I ain't cheating on you. Hey y'all, what's up? Okay, somebody about to join. It's Ashley. Woo. So what's up, Thomas? All right, y'all, we got our first guest, and it's Ashley.
Figure this out. Which way am I?
That way.
Okay.
Yeah, that way.
It's so awkward because I gotta hold it sideways.
Okay. Hi, Ashley. Y'all, this is my best friend, Ashley.
Hi.
So, Ashley, how are you? Welcome to season 2 of Moments of Clarity. Can you show everybody your mug, please?
How did you know I had it?
Because I know you a real one. Yes. So that's the Moments of Clarity mug that you can win if you get on live with me. Ashley already has one, so she's really disqualified. But okay, Ashley, where are some areas where you can really exercise your power?
Well, first I wanted to go back to the part about control. When you were talking about how, can you hear me okay? Okay.
Yeah.
When you were talking about how you realized you were trying to control everything and it comes from a place of being hurt. So I realized that when I try to control things, it comes from a place of fear. I'm scared that you're not going to handle this right. So I feel like I have to take on everything. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it really showed up at work, and it was triggering my anxiety because I'm just I don't know what they're going to do. They have proven to me that they can't do these things. So I have to take control of the situation. So I was taking on all this extra stuff, and it was this is stressful. I don't want to do this anymore. So instead of trying to control those, it was just okay, what things can I do for me? Because this is my problem, not everybody else's. Where I can let go of some of the fear so I don't have all of the control. I don't have to put it all on me. Because it's where I was easing my anxiety for fake by controlling things, I was also stressing myself out by overextending myself.
Yeah.
So it's okay, how can I stay in my role and make myself feel better?
Mm-hmm. And Ashley is a teacher, y'all. Make sure y'all show all of our teachers some love because they have been through so much with the pandemic, with y'all badass kids. My badass kid. Wait, were you making that face for me?
No, I was making that face because, like, yeah, I can't say that the kid's bad as hell, but you can.
Oh, got you. Okay, yeah, Luke, I ain't gonna throw Luke under the bus like that. He not that bad. He just do his own thing sometimes. But I like that. And that makes me think, like when you're trying to control everything, it feels for me, I don't know if this is for you, but it feels very like it makes things like tighter for me. Like it's like it makes things more stressful
Yeah.
than like if you're like, okay, this is what I have control over, or just letting go, like you said, instead of doing that fake placebo kind of thing.
Yeah.
I want to bring Ashley Scott on. She's a professional, y'all, and we need that energy because I'm going to tell y'all I'm not a professional, and I am still on this healing journey, just like us all. Ashley will tell you herself, Ashley Scott. But Ashley, can I bring you on right now? I'm going to read these comments and wait for your answer. So Ashley's going to share a quick tidbit. Jamal says, I find a lot of control in my ability to make art. Every decision is mine to make from thought to the finished piece. Amen. That's real. Okay. Mo says she feeling this. Okay, Ashley, with the snaps. You getting the snaps, Ash. I'm actually in the process of learning to release control and learning the difference between surrender, submission, and subdue. Applying control to my energy by disengaging without detaching and responding instead of reacting. Responding instead of reacting. That gives me a flashback. Because when you respond, you cussing somebody out. When you react, you're just kind of saying how you feel and like giving a person an opportunity to express, and then you're okay with the outcome of the conversation. Like I used to like say things and try to control the outcome of the situation. Like if I were to apologize to you and be like, Ashley, I'm sorry, I would like want you to be like, oh, it's okay, Tasia. Like, but if you were like, I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to get over this, my feelings are really hurt, like I would like flip out, like so responding versus reacting. Okay, here's Ashley Scott. What's up, everybody that just joined?
Okay,
If you come on live,
leave?
no, you can stay on if you want. It's whatever you want to do.
Okay, I don't know how to leave.
Ah! What's up, Taylor?
Hey, boo!
Oh my gosh. What's up, Ashley? I'm so sorry. I meant to bring on the therapist, but Taylor, let's like hear your thoughts real quick. Or do you mind if we bring Ashley on real quick?
Yes, bring Ashley on.
Okay. I don't know how. Oh, Ashley left. I'm weak. Okay, well you can stay on because I think Ashley can come on now. So Ashley, what thoughts do you have about this conversation?
Thank you.
Taylor, what thoughts do you have about this conversation?
So I think, when I was saying that I'm learning this, reaction versus response, I also realized that a lot of times our reactions are very emotional. Hey, Ashley.
Your hair is fire, girl. The fro, the lines, y'all doing it, but keep going, keep going.
I'm loving yours too, sis. The natural on the call is already there.
But keep going.
But I'm looking, so I'm a psychologist and a professor. At the same time, I really am working on restoration in the community, and and also I have a holistic self-care business. And so like my spiritual and psychological journey and physical journey are all one and the same. And a lot of times we have to compartmentalize these things and separate them out. And so a lot of times when we are presented with conflict or some type of situation that challenges our notion of control, or whether we have control in the circumstances, I feel like a lot of times our mind, our brain automatically puts us into this reaction phase where we're in this very reactive space. We become highly emotional. that emotion then drives what is going to allow us to make our decisions, right? And so if you're talking from purely biological, we could talk about, you know, you get in a fight or flight mode, you get in a trauma response, you go back to what you know, you go back to what's familiar. And a lot of times I realize that what's familiar and those responses and those high emotional, just this is my quick reaction, is a lot of times trying to control other people in the situation rather than controlling myself and regulating myself. And so starting to regulate myself truly not only means regulating my emotions and being able to calm myself down and to process before I respond and to think with clarity and emotion free and really focus on the facts and the reality of the situation before I make a response, but also this other aspect of, you know, releasing control with other people, or the feeling that I have to be responsible for somebody else's resistance or someone else's lack of responsibility, means that now I have to take on the consequences of that, even energetically, right? Like when other people fail to do something and now I'm like, oh no, and then now your day is ruined and now my day is ruined too. Like, why am I allowing myself to be so controlled by other things? And so, like, really understanding, like, surrender, subdue, and submission are so different. And a lot of times we think that for something to have control, something else must surrender. And we're in resistance. Like, I don't want to be the one to surrender. Somebody else got to, you know, it ain't going to be me. I'm not backing down to whatever the situation is. But like I told somebody the other day, I was playing with my dog. I have a pit bull. And, you know, for me, he will submit when he has to. He's a big dog. He'll submit when he has to. And, like, that requires me to be very intentional and very intense and very, like, harsh with him for him to submit and to just lay still on his side and not move as an 80-pound dog.
Wow.
And I'm like, you know, and yeah, he's 80 pounds. He's huge. And then, like, but when I want to cuddle him or love on him, like, I literally have to, like, wrestle him into submission. Like, I have to put him in a hole where he can't move and be like, hold still, let me love you. But when his dog dad talks to him as an alpha male with his deep voice and he speaks to him, if he tells him to surrender, or he tries to cuddle him and give him some love, there's, like, he doesn't have to wrestle him because he just lays it down. So why do I keep wrestling myself and feeling like I have to wrestle with energy of other people or the circumstances around me? Why can't I just cause myself, why do I have to wrestle myself into submission all the time? Why don't I just surrender, right?
Yeah.
And also recognizing that subdue is different. And subdue is like something that we have to do. Like, that's that's me holding him down. Like, that's me hold down. Like, I subdue you until you submit.
Yeah. Taylor.
But there's a difference. So
I love that. Thank you for sharing. I'm gonna read the comments, and then Ashley, I'm gonna give it to you so you can kind of give your thoughts.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, y'all. Go ahead.
so the first thing is, Danny Dale Jr., what books do you suggest to read to be more self-aware of your characteristics? I'm gonna give y'all a chance to answer that, but also if you are in the crowd and you, like, know some books, please drop them in the comments. There's a book I'm reading, I forget the name, but it's like something about becoming or no something. Mariah actually suggested it, so I'm gonna send you a picture because I got you. And then Krista said, I realized how much I was trying to control things while trying to explain to my daughter about giving other people power over how she responds. Kids, talking to kids will have you talking to yourself. Like, oh my gosh, I love this. And then Brian, thank you. I see you out here hyping me up. I appreciate you. Gotta go, Tage. Well, shout out to the teachers everywhere. You are underappreciated heroes. Oh, yes, they are. Working on focusing on the love I can control, letting God take care of the rest. Shout out to you. Thank you. Because ain't no karma like God's karma. Okay. Muji. It is Muji, y'all. Yes. Okay, perfect. So there's some books down there. These are two professionals, y'all. So y'all better ask. Go ahead, Eric.
I was just trying to support the cause and the combo, but okay, I'm down for whatever questions. I love it. I will say for the books one, and this might be an annoying answer, but it's what I got. I would first start honestly with the book of yourself. Truly, I think we try to get away from that, and I say that so we don't start to intellectualize the healing process. I know I can. Okay, truly read and read and read, but we need to integrate. Really study you. Like, what are your natural rhythms? What do you notice? Like, how do you respond to situations? How do you notice you're responding to life? What do your thought processes be like during the day? How do you talk to yourself? Like, what is your routines with yourself? What's the relationship with yourself like? So I would really study yourself. And also that's why I also love to really suggest journaling, because you get to document your world. Not only to document, yeah, we can, do a bunch of stuff in journaling, but really document your life. You can look back and see how did you respond to things. You know what I'm saying? A lot comes out when you're documenting, and you can written journal, yeah, but maybe your thoughts going so fast and your hand too slow. Video journal, audio journal, journal on the toilet. I don't care. Like, just pull it out and get that out, but study you. I did want to just give some quick little stuff about control. You know what I'm saying? Because we was talking about that when I came on. And if I talk too fast, let me know, because I just be flowing, But for me, I've noticed that control, child, it has shown up in like how I try to control the journey. And it really came out for me when I moved here to Maryland. I wasn't even planning on moving. I didn't even know I was moving here. It was just a lot going on in life at the time last year. So much changed. And I remember I got this message. I was getting a reading from my good friend Malaya, and a word came out like, make room for miracles. And with control, a lot of times, if we control everything, there is no room for a miracle to occur. There's no room for God to be God. There's no room for the universe to be the universe, ancestors to be ancestors, whoever you believe in, whatever. There's no room for that thing to be that thing, because we're trying to control it all. So let me ease up a little bit. So let me make room for y'all to show out. Do your big one with me, but you can't if I'm trying to control everything. And the one that check that I often say to myself to check me, I don't even know if it's a scripture, because I don't know, y'all, I ain't that good with the word. But we done all heard, lean not on your own understanding. For real. Yes, we've lived this life, but I'll speak for me. I have very limited understanding about how this shit go. Life is so mysterious. There's things that I don't know, I've never seen, I have yet to experience. If I created my whole world based on my understanding and my limited perception and view, I'm gonna miss out on so much. So much. Even the how and the process of a thing. If I said, okay, it has to go this way, I'm going to miss out on so much. So let me not lean on my own. Yes, include mine, but I can't include just my understanding of a thing. And that really helps me with control and letting go of like the unknown. Because, we just got to know, especially for Black folks, we feel like we always got to know. Mm-hmm. Release that. Free yourself. That was a word for me last year. Let go of having to know everything. You don't got to know everything. And usually you find the knowing as you live life. You don't know everything, but you know something. And so start with what you know. Like, be a steward over your current portion with what you have, because you have enough to rock with it and do what you're trying to create. And one of the ways that helps me like practice letting go of control, because I had to practice it, because you don't wake up with it. I like to make things practical. Practice it like doing art and letting go of the outcome. Decorating my room and letting go of the outcome. Like, I don't know how it's going to turn out. One birthday, I did my friends at a pay and sip with me. I was crying and having an anxiety attack because I wanted it to be perfect. Couldn't even let go. And so I had to practice, girl, let go. Let it be what it's going to be. And then it really will be fine. If you really believe that things work out for your highest good, then you will let go and trust. I don't want to control everything, because then everybody would come to me for everything, and I'm already tired, And then the last thing I'm going to say, because I feel like I keep talking a lot, but is play. One of the biggest ways to practice letting go and letting go of control is to play. When you playing, you're not focused on how this turns out. None of that. You just in it. You're not trying to learn a skill, do this for your job. You just playing. You might fall, get back up, so go play. We don't play as adults much. We really get caught up into like survival mode, paying bills, trying to make it. So play goes out the window. We save that for like once a year, once a quarter. That shit ain't sustainable. I got to play every day. When I get off, I was about to get off the couch and go play Sims, but then I'm like, let me share something with the people. And I'm going to still go play Sims after this, okay? Because I turned up in my Sims. But that's the way for me to play and let go of control.
My Sim's pregnant. Hey.
Okay, mine too. I'm gonna need her to get on birth control because she wasn't meant to have no babies. And yeah, I have. There's okay. No. This is the last thing I'm gonna actually say. This is the very last. Control. A lot of times we're trying to soothe ourselves by trying to grasp onto more control because we're anxious, or we're overwhelmed, or we're stressed, or we're tired. So we try to control as much as possible, thinking that's going to help, it's going to bring relief. And a lot of times it doesn't. And so I want you to think about what soothes you and start with your 5 senses. As many as you have access to is a blessing. If you can feel, that's a blessing. That's when we move through the world and feel the world through our senses. So just ask yourself, what already naturally soothes me? I stay with a blanket. There go my little Lion King one because this texture soothes me. When you're trying to grasp control, think about those healthy things that soothe you so you don't fall into overeating. You don't fall into overspending. You don't fall into these kinds of soothing and kinds of trying to grasp control that will push people away or hinder you or block you. Really think about, what do I need? What's trying to be soothed right now? What am I trying to soothe with this control? And go find something else that soothes you. And now I'm done.
Ashley, are you taking clients? Are y'all taking clients?
Yeah, I'm taking clients. You know where to find me. You can set up a free consultation or just, holla at me. I'm here.
Yeah, so make sure y'all follow Taylor. Do you have clients or?
So I have a holistic self-care group that I host. It is free. And so we do our soul care sessions on Mondays.
Yeah.
Mondays at 5:30, we do soul care sessions. You can find Bronze Glow Soul Care. We've got some other things cooking in the works that we might be adding to the schedule, so stay tuned. And also I do the restorative and community work through YWCA Greater Cincinnati and through various channels in Dayton. So just follow me and stay tuned to the things happening in the community with the people.
Get on the free resources, period. Yeah.
Thank you, y'all, for joining and sharing like the professional opinions, because I'm just here sharing my story, and I was really talking to God and just really like, Lord, I know you brought me here, but I don't know nothing outside of like what I know. So make sure you guys, if you're really feeling this conversation and you're really trying to go deeper than tonight, than this conversation, reach out to Ashley Scott, reach out to Taylor. They have the resources. There are no excuses. So,
but also there's power like in your lived experience, Tasia. I mean, truly. So when we talking to each other, like, share coping skills, share ways that you soothing yourself, share ways that you letting go. Like, there's so many gems in that, And so as we vent into each other, share that too. Really try to, trade and swap those type of things, because you can really expand your own tool bag that way.
Yeah.
Truly. There's so much power in your lived experiences, and you live in today.
You are the expert in you. Like, at the end of the day, you are the only one who has gotten you here on this level, right? Now, God doesn't move you through from a spiritual plane, right? But you are the only one who's walked through every situation that you've been in, right? And so you have so much more to offer than what we ever give ourselves credit for. So just recognize that what you're doing is incredible, and it's what people need. And there are people here who needed this in this moment, and your obedience to even turn on the live right now.
Okay, come on, obedience.
That's obedience to what you needed and to what other people needed as well. So thank you.
Oh, thanks,
and
y'all.
you're gonna be blessed.
I really do. Black girl magic in the house.
Yes.
All right, well, have fun with your Sims, Ashley, Taylor. Have fun with your 80-pound dog.
Yes, I love talking to y'all. See y'all later. I'm gonna be here for the rest of the moments of clarity.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
See
Peace.
All right, I'm about to read the comments because y'all going in. I'm so sorry I neglected y'all a little bit, but you know, that's what happens when the Lord just take over. You feel me? Okay, we're going to go back to the top. Trust in the Lord, the ability to surrender. And also, hey, everybody that's joining and just joined. Thomas, I see you. I'm about to bring you on. This is going to be maybe our last guest. We have about 10 more minutes before we have to wrap it up. But welcome to Moments of Clarity Season 2. Okay, Camille, she said yes. What did you say? Oh, shit, it's moving. Oh man, say that. Gotta relinquish control. Gotta let go of that control. And earlier, you know, oh man, that's just really something I have to work on because I definitely feel like diverting my control is interesting, but I'm human. I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna use these resources. All right, y'all. So it's church today. Jonetta said y'all was preaching. The ability to surrender is my superpower. Wow, that's what's up. That is what's up. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. I love that. Yes, Sam, speak Ashley. I joined at the right time because if y'all only knew. Woo. Oh, Jamal talking about foreshadowing and putting babies emojis. Don't play with me. I will shut this live down right now. No, I'm kidding. Okay, all day I kept finding myself repeating the rooms I am meant to be in, will bend to my light. Ooh, that's love. That made me realize everything is predestined. What is for us is coming regardless. Yes, Ashe. Y'all spitting. What's up, Gina? What's up? All right, y'all. So I'm going to bring Thomas on because we are about to wrap this up. But I just really want people to get their thoughts. And actually, Taylor and Ashley, y'all want a mug. So if y'all DM me y'all address, I'll send it to y'all.
Hey,
What's
hey.
up,
Can you hear me okay?
yes.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna keep my video off for now
Okay.
because yeah. But I just wanted to give some perspective just from the male mindset. I love the brother that asked about the books because I'm an avid reader. And you know, even mentioning the books that it was three of them that came to mind immediately. The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale, the Four Agreements, and then listening to the audiobook Outwitting the Devil, which is like it's really deep. That's Napoleon Hill. That's actually one of my favorite books. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about is like just from the perspective of a black man, I think one of the things that I'm experiencing right now when it comes to control is trying to control the narrative, you know, just of my life, and you know, starting to integrate circumstances into just like the healing process, because I spent the last like 2 years really putting circumstantial like stuff outside of me on the back burner, you know, so family situations and, you know, my career and work life, and really dealing with myself internally. And that's necessary before you even start to really navigate through circumstances and like maintaining or rebuilding relationships outside of you. Like that relationship with yourself is so important because as influential as you may be and vital as you may be to somebody's story, just like as a hero or influencer or, you know, being like inspiration to fans from my perspective, right? That's one thing. But you the villain in somebody's story. And I think the amount of courage that it takes to recognize that, you know, that'll send you into just some deep analysis and, well, you know, this is what I've done wrong, and you start to shame yourself. But once you walk through that part of healing, and you have a beautiful relationship with yourself, you know, it just I think the same things that we experience from that perspective of getting to know ourselves, when you start integrating people back into the mold of that, like there's two things that happen. It still sends you to kind of an emotional, like chaotic place, but it's also the testimony. And this is what I'm experiencing just now, even with this conversation, is the testimony in that is that you know how to navigate and be aware of yourself and aware of your triggers and the things that send you down a path of the depression, or, you know, trying to maintain an image based on expectations, you know. And so that was like my second point. Go ahead.
No, I was just like, you just really touched on personal experiences when you said you try to maintain an image based on, like, did you say someone else's perception or
Yeah, perspection and like the expectations. And so when you try to live up to expectations that other people have placed on you, you know, for me it's based on my last name and like my family's legacy. But sometimes the legacy is just pieces of the puzzle for you to learn from, for you to learn how to pattern your habits or to turn away from certain patterns and habits that put you into this cycle of, you know, repeating the same mistake. So when you've witnessed that and then you become aware of where those things came from, you know, whether it was just the way that you communicated, you know, in these different relationships, family and like intimate relationships, but spending time with yourself and getting to know how you respond to circumstances outside of you. Like once you conquered that, then you recognize like you're going to need those tools to navigate other people and be sure that they're in the space to receive your observations so that you can get to solutions. But the work starts with you. And after you've done that work, it's not over. You know, you will look up and this, I promise it's the last thing because I know you got 2 minutes before the end. But what you'll realize is when you start to reflect and you don't pour yourself into work or being busy, you know, and then you miss that when you're sitting still. It's like you need that reflection because you'll recognize that 10 years ago, you were praying about a dream and you were living out that dream the way you imagined it. You know, the opportunities for you to really be in your bag with what you do as a passion, which is service to people. For me, you know, the revelation with expectations is to let them go because it's never going to look like what you imagined 10 years ago, but you'll be walking in it. And you have to realize that this whole life is about service to your own mental health and then service to people so that they don't have to navigate through those same traumas because of your experiences. And I think more men need to talk about that boldly and be vulnerable about the emotional state. Because my nigga, we need therapy, a lot of us as men. And because we are expected to be providers and protectors, and you know, when you have this image of being the encourager, you don't even know that you can ask people to help you out. And when you do ask, guess what? The ones who's real is gonna come running because they like, dang, you need help? I got you. But you don't recognize that because you're trying to keep up the face of being the encourager instead of being encouraged. So, you know, that's like relinquishing control has to do with releasing expectations, even when you're in the middle of your dream.
Yeah.
Like, don't expect it to look exactly how you imagine because you have to go through the store. Because disruption is like a plant has to bust through the earth by disrupting the soil. So you got to realize the darkness is usually not the end of a thing, but the beginning. And I'm going to stop right there.
No, Thomas. Wow. First, thank you for sharing and just really calling out this perspective that I have no idea, you know, about. You know, I do know from like what my male friends share, but like, thank you for just really sharing that and coming on here and sharing your testimony. I do believe and appreciate even the post that you posted yesterday, just like, just how you felt. And I feel like, I don't know if you're touching on that today, but it sounds like you are just really coming out and being like, I need help. I need support. Where's my community? And yeah, one thing that you said that really stuck out to me or just really always punches me in the chest is like, this work is never done. Like I literally always am getting gut punched because I don't know. I might be not a perfectionist. I might be like just like this noble, like I want to be like this fixed person, but like it's just not, it's not a thing. And every time I am reminded, you know, it's always, it gets better and better, but it's still like, damn, I still like gotta heal for the rest of my life, like, you know. So I really like that you said that. And then there was something else that you said, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I know. I touched on a lot. I hope you post this just so we can continue the conversation.
I will. Thank you for joining. And I want to lean into number one, follow Thomas if you already haven't. And also, Black men, we are here for you. Your community is here for you. So, you know, be vocal and help us. If I see a lot of men talk about like just really feeling like when they come to us or when they come to people, they don't feel like there's help. They don't feel like we like really understand. But like, I want to encourage you to like like help us understand it, you know, give us resources if you don't feel like talking about it, you know, like I
Yeah,
really want to advocate and a resource and a partner and a safe space for Black men, because we need y'all, we love y'all, and you know, teach us, you know, and I mean we can learn too, but you know what I'm saying, I want to be here,
absolutely.
and I want to be here too.
Yeah.
We need to be
Mhm.
united. I'm tired of this Black woman, Black man stuff. Like, no more. How can we support one another? How can we
Each
show
other, bruh. Yeah, because y'all got something that's not natural to us, which is the just natural ability to nurture and to bring
mm,
vulnerability. And as men, we need that. You know, every woman is not out here, you know, only if you got the bag. Some of them just want to be soil that helps to expand your blueprint, bruh.
period? Let them know, Thomas. And we need y'all. We need y'all's like straightforwardness. Like y'all are very like concrete and logic, and we need y'all's protection. You know, we
Mhm.
need y'all's solidness. We're flowy, y'all are solid, and we just need that solidness. I know I need it to survive. Like I would be out here figure out what I'm eating for dinner every day if I ain't had Jamal, and more. But like,
But even them basics, bro, like yeah, we literally have value to exchange with each other,
mhm.
and the intimacy of relationships is more important than the transaction. Like you got to actually build relationships and start uncovering these things about each other as men and women. You know, everything does not have to go straight to the intimacy. Like get to know that person's heart and their morals, and you know, but that's a whole nother conversation because I can spit game about relationships. I've been in enough of them
Yeah.
that did not work out, you know, and it takes two people to partner to say, I'm going to enjoy you learning about yourself and be there to support you, you know, and to be your cheerleader and your partner in this because it's a partnership relationship, bro. Like it is a partnership.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you talk about relationships, hit me up. I'll be a guest on
Yeah.
that because I got game to spit.
Thank you for joining, Thomas. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I really appreciate you, and I will get with you soon.
For sure.
All right, y'all. So it's time to wrap this first episode up about control. I'm so grateful to Taylor, to Thomas, to Ashley for coming on and sharing their perspective. I only have one perspective, and it is valuable. Thank you for pouring into me, y'all. But I know that this is a community conversation. And so thank you, everybody, for pouring into the comments. This is only episode 1. You know, next week we'll be talking about blended families. But one thing that I want to take away from this conversation is like, how can we surrender? That was the word, that was the theme. How can we give it to God, or you know, whatever source you believe in? How can we surrender so that we can make room for bigger things to happen? Because we do not have, you know, the capacity to even fathom what kind of life that, you know, can be given to us if we just relinquish control. That's what I got from it. I learned some stuff. I'm about to actually journal, which I would highly suggest if you're on here to journal and to reflect on the things that we talked about. And yeah, I'll be posting this episode, but every Wednesday we'll be here except February 1st and February 8th. I got some work stuff I gotta do, but other than that, we're gonna be here every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. If you want to be on the episode ahead of time, let me know. I released and all of the episode titles and what we'll be talking about. So if something sticks out to you, let me know. So just so I can be organized. But thank you guys so much. Welcome to season 2 of Moments of Clarity. I am really being intentional about this, and I'm excited about these conversations that we can have together. So yeah, follow me, y'all. Follow me and keep up with Moments of Clarity. I'll follow you back. I'm just really trying to build a community of love and a community that just wants to grow together and build power together and heal us, so that we can like do the work for our future. But all right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Stay true. Thanks for coming. Hey, I need a theme song to go out. Real girls.